Hi, my name is Theresa Melnyk. I am one of Dr. Benjamin Purkis's students with AFT level 1. So Dr. Purkis asked me to do a little testimonial about his new cravings technique. So last Tuesday was when we got our first peek at it at our class, and so I worked on Facebook. I'm one of those Facebook junkies, but Dr. Purkis talked about how we are now all attached to our smartphones that we walk around with, and we check our email 80 times a day. Well, I check my email probably 4 or 5 times a day, but I check my Facebook more often, and I'm one of those people who I really hate when I look around, but I see them and they're sitting there with their Facebook open. So that was what I worked on last week, and then I did another session with him the next day to work on caffeine, more to the point, Pepsi. I've been having issues with kidney stones, and we all know that caffeine and kidney stones don't mix real well. So that was about a week ago, and what I can tell you is I have been really good with Facebook. I really only get on in the morning before I go into my office to do my work. The only time I look at it after that truly is if something pops up while I'm working on my Facebook page for my businesses. And if it's something that interests me, if it's something from like Dr. Purkis's site or something, I would look at it. But if it's just a normal person, I don't normally look at it. And then I don't look at my Facebook again until I'm getting ready to get into bed at night, just to quick check in on everybody. But what the biggest transformation for me was just from last Wednesday with the caffeine. I can tell you, after I had my session with Dr. Purkis, I went out to lunch with my son, and I'm standing in front of a Pepsi machine, and I didn't even have an urge to go towards the Pepsi, which really amazed me because I'm like a Pepsi addict. So I immediately went right to a root beer, which didn't have any which doesn't have any caffeine. And the next day, the same thing. I was out and had the opportunity to pick up a can of Pepsi. It didn't even faze me. I didn't even really want it. So moral of my story is that to me AFT works because I am now almost a week in and I haven't had any caffeine. I've not had any headaches, which normally when I cut my caffeine out cold turkey, I haven't even had any headaches. I've not had a craving for chocolate, which has got big caffeine in it. I'm not having any cravings whatsoever. And like I said, when I am near it, I just kind of walk away because it just doesn't interest me. So that is my AFT story of the cravings. Thanks.